So who's hungry? I'm starving. Hungarian Army mess kit, cream of chicken, can of chicken, mashed potatoes, Italian bread, salt and pepper, oranges, and some butter for the bread. I'm going to make some imitation chicken a la king, and what do you say we do this? But first, before we cook it, I am going to put a piece of aluminum foil in there. I did that for the goulash, and I'll tell you what, all I had to do was rinse it out. It wasn't dirty, there was no tomato juice stuck in there or nothing. So there's something to be said about putting some foil inside your mess kit, your canteen cup, or whatever that you're using as a cooking vessel. Yeah, it's extra stuff to bring, but you know what? I bought this down at the store when I bought the bread, so I didn't bring it with me. I got it when I got here. So, alrighty, here we go. So, what we're going to do is we got cream of chicken soup. Put a little water in there. I'm going to try to make it sort of like gravy. Alright, that'll probably be about right. I can always add a little more water if I need to, right? And I got my Swiss Army camping knife. I don't remember where I got this. I'm pretty sure I found this inside a car that I had repossessed. And back in the day, I used to find all kind of things, and I'd make an inventory list. You had 30 days to come and get your shit, and if you didn't come and get it after 30 days, it got thrown away, went to the flea market, or I kept it. All above board and all legal. I'm not really used to using a knife like this, but it's a Swiss Army knife. It's nice, so I might start bringing it out more often. It's certainly fitting for a campground. And it does have a can opener on it, but I certainly find that it's a lot easier to open a can with a small blade. But I wouldn't suggest you doing it, because you're liable to cut yourself, and you're going to say, oh, that fucking asshole, I seen him do it. Right, something like that. So, where's the spoon? And there's a little juice in there, and I'll pour the rest of it over there. What a sloppy mess. Alright, so got to put some pepper in there for sure. I'm going to hold off on the salt. There's probably plenty in the cream of chicken and the canned chicken. Now, of course, if I had some celery to put in here and a little bit of onion, it would make it perfect, but doing the best we can, right? Put that there for right now. And yeah, instant Idahoan baby reds. I've actually tried these at the house. They're pretty damn good. So, we'll turn the camera around and we'll be cooking in no time. And of course I'm cooking on the tripod tonight, so we'll simply put this up here on the chain. We'll let that dangle. Turn that on low. When that stuff starts bubbling, then I'll go ahead and make the mashed potatoes. And will be good to go. Alrighty guys, so when I was at the grocery store, they had a deli, thank goodness, and I looked around, and the best looking bread they had that I thought would work for a day or so was this Italian half a loaf. Now hopefully I have a knife that'll cut this. We'll see. I'm going to start out with my 119. Well, I'll be danged, it's cutting it. That ought to be more than enough. And the rest of this I'll eat tomorrow, starting with breakfast. Got a special treat I'm going to be trying to make for breakfast in the morning, so I'm not going to let the cat out of the bag right now, but it does involve toast. And it ain't French toast, and it ain't freedom toast or anything weird like that. We're going to try something completely different for me. All right. Alright, where the hell did that go? Well, ain't that odd, okay? Well, let me find something to tie this off with. Oh, got it. Well, I don't trust that to stay closed, so we will improvise, overcome, and adapt. That should hold it till morning. I need to put this back before I hurt somebody like myself with it. For those of you that like to know things like this, this is a buck, 119. This was given to me either 1990 or 1991, I don't remember. My wife gave it to me for my first birthday with her. And what an appropriate gift. At the time, a buck 119 was something that I really needed, and it has served its purpose over the years more than once. Awesome knife. It really is. So with that being said, let's get back to dinner, right? Alright guys, as you can see, this is starting to simmer a little bit. Yeah, it's starting to look pretty good to me. I don't know, we'll see, right? And if this turns out pretty good, next time I do it, I'll remember to bring some celery, salt, and onion powder. Wow, that's not bad. That's going to be really good with the mashed potatoes. And tonight, I'm going to be eating off a plate. This is one half of my Boy Scout mess kit. This is a clamshell kit, and this is the plate. I left the little kettle pot and the skillet at home because I'm cooking off my cast iron stuff. So, what we're going to do here, we're going to put some water in this cup and we're going to put some taters in there. Now the bag says it's got 4 servings, and it says add 2 cups of water. It says a single serving is a 1/4 cup, all right? So if I got a 1/4 cup of dry powder, how much water is that? All right, so it's 4 servings into 2 cups. All right, the easiest way to do that is say, let's cut this in half. It'd be 1 cup for 2 servings, right? So a 1/2 cup of water to about a 1/4 cup, right? How's that for some Common Core math? No, that's not Common Core math, that's real math. And it's a shame that our fucking communist fucking teachers, you know what, I'm not even going to talk about the education system. If you've got kids or grandkids, you know our education is shit. So we'll just leave it at that. All right, so we have, let's see, that's a half a cup down there. Got a little bit more than a half a cup, and so I will put a little bit more than a quarter cup in this. All right, now let's get that nice and hot. And I'll be putting about 3 spoons into that because I know that about 3 good spoons of this is a quarter cup. Yes, sir. I already tried some of this bread. It's good. I don't mean to eat in front of you, but I'm hungry. I got to nibble on something. You know, when I was a kid in elementary school, chicken a la king, that was served like every week. Like the day after, we had baked chicken. Well, not the day after. They'd like give us baked chicken, and then we'd have something else the next day, and the following day we'd have like chicken a la king. Imagine that. And I always liked our lunches when I was in elementary school because everybody that worked in the kitchen was somebody's aunt or mother or grandma. It was local people working in the school, so they're not going to serve their grandkids shit or their kids shit, so they're not going to serve anybody else shit either. Imagine that. And this was in the 60s, way before Moose Shell, the big fucking, I'll stop on that. Before she got involved in school lunch menus and tried to have our kids eating rabbit food and shit. What a fucking maniac. Don't be pissing off everybody else just because you're mad. Nah, we'll cut that out. How about that shit? So we're boiling the water. We're fixing to dump some instant potatoes in there. And I'll have mashed potatoes and chicken a la king. Oh yeah, back to school. So yeah, chicken a la king, that was always served in school, and it was always good, all the way up to high school. And sometimes they served turkey a la king. I always liked it. I mean, they give you back then they made real mashed potatoes. They didn't have instant potatoes back then. So, you know, you got actual mashed potatoes, actual gravy with meat and whatnot in it. It was always good. Like I said, school lunch menus when I was a kid in Minnesota, they were always good. I don't ever remember anything tasting bad except for maybe the pizza. When they made pizza, that kind of sucked because it was like on big doughy bread. Like the pizza dough was thick. It was almost, I guess it was like French bread. You know, they called them pizza burgers. Or no, that's what it was. English muffins. They called them pizza burgers, and they put this freaking pizza shit on there, and they kind of sucked. But other than that, everything they made for lunch was always good. I have no bad memories of school lunches. And I know not everyone can say that, but I'm saying it. All right, we're bubbling. We'll turn that off. We will not burn our hands. Alright, I can see right now that is not going to be enough. So I'm going to dump this in here, and I'm going to make some more real quick. I'm sitting here talking about school lunches. That there must be a kid's portion right there. My 4-ounce mark is right there, so we're good. Let's heat this up real quick. We'll crank it up for a quick boil. So one nice thing I'll say about these little miniature stoves that far as I'm concerned, they're shit to cook with. If you're wanting to heat water up fast, this is the stove to have. Just about ready to boil here, guys. I'm hungry. We need to speed this up a little bit. Okie dokie. Whoa. Dang near spilled that. Now that would have been traumatic. Alright. 1, 2. Alright, I think we got enough this time. Alright, let's go get the chicken a la king and eat dinner. So this has been on a nice slow simmer for a while. It is looking good. Might be a little thin, but I don't care. I'm hungry and it's good. Next time I make it, I'll just know to make it a little thicker, right? So let's see here. How can I do this without making a huge mess? Alright, here we go. Alright, big plate of slop, looking and smelling very good. Mandarin oranges for dessert. Let me get some butter on this here bread, and we'll be looking good. Alrighty guys, so here we go. Imitation chicken a la king, oranges for dessert, and some Italian bread. And because I'm not going to wash out my cup, H2O to wash it all down with a cup of tea after dinner. So let's give this a try. Tastes like 4th grade lunch. It's good. You could use some onion powder, maybe some celery salt, but this is a keeper. I'll make it again. This next time I might make it a little thicker. So with that being said, let me eat this and I'll see you guys later. Alrighty guys, as you know, it gets dark quick in the mountains. Once the sun drops behind the ridge line, it gets dark quick. I'm about half done with this meal. Awesome. It's a keeper. Next time, I'll put some onion powder in it and some celery powder or celery salt, one or the other. It is really good. I'm definitely doing this again. And, well, you know, they're mandarin oranges from China. I know they'll taste good. Now, how good are they? I really don't know. I'm really starting to question any kind of food that comes out of China. But I've always liked the mandarin oranges. Got a soft spot for them, so hopefully they're not putting too much fucking arsenic and whatever else they put in the food that they ship to America. Guess at my age, I really shouldn't give a shit, should I? You know, I'm old. You young people, it's a different story for you. But for me, I'm on my way out, so I don't really give a fuck. That being said, appreciate you watching. This is awesome. Instant mashed potatoes, cream of chicken soup, a can of chicken, and then maybe some extra stuff next time. Imitation chicken a la king. Very good. And I had some fresh Italian bread and butter to go with it. Topped it right off, guys. So, getting dark. See you in the morning.